The Sierra Morena is one of the main systems of mountain ranges in Spain. It stretches for 450 kilometers from east to west across the south of the Iberian Peninsula, forming the southern border of the Meseta Central Plateau and providing the watershed between the valleys of the Guadiana to the north and the west, and the Guadalquivir to the south. Its highest summit is 1,332 meters high, Banuela. Other notable peaks are Corral de Boros 1,312 meters and Cerro de la Estrella 1,298 meters. The name Sierra Morena has a strong legendary reputation in Spanish culture and tradition, with myths about bandits, a giant snake and a child brought up by wolves, among others. This range is also mentioned in the famous Mexican song, Cielito Lindo. Description: the Sierra Morena stretches for 450 kilometers in an EW direction from the high course of the Guadalmena River in the Sierra del Relumbre until northwest in Huelva province, extending into Portugal. The system is the result of the uplift produced by the pressure of the northward moving African plate. It is made up of hard Paleozoic rocks such as granite and quartzite, as well as softer materials such as slate and gneiss. Its name, roughly meaning dark range, is likely derived from the dark color of some of the rocks and vegetation of the ranges that make up the mountainous system. It is also mentioned as Sierra Marianica in some documents. Formerly it was a border area, a vast wilderness with little population, and its mountain passes were important for the communication between Andalusia and central Spain. The peaks of the ranges are not very high on average. In fact, Sierra Morena's highest point is the lowest among the mountain systems of the Iberian Peninsula. They are, however, very consistent in altitude, averaging between 600 and 1,300 meters all along the system. Since they form the southern edge of the Meseta Central, the Iberian Central Plateau, the northern Sierra Morena ranges barely rise above the level of the surrounding plateau in most places. Nevertheless, the Sierra Morena looks like a true mountain range seen from the Baetic Depression in the south, with impressive southward-facing slopes and gorges. Located within the province of Jayacutan, the Despinaparus, an abrupt canyon created by the Despinaparus River, with sheer walls over 500 meters high, is the natural path for crossing the Sierra Morena into Andalusia from the north of the peninsula. Ranges: the main ranges of the Sierra Morena system from east to west are Sierra del Relumbre, Cerro de Palas Verdes and Cerro de San Andres. Sierra Madrona or Sierra de Madrona, Banuela, Corral de Boros, Abulegosa and Rebolera. Sierra de Almadane, Sierra de Alcudia, Naval Marcos and Judio. Sierra de Tentudier, also known as Sierra de Tudier, Pico de Tentudier. Sierra Vieja, also known as Sierra de Feria, El Mirio. Sierra Grande de Hornachos, also known as Sierra de Hornachos and a Sierra Grande. Sierra del Pedroso, marking the limit of the Zoja River basin. Sierra de Maria Andres, Sierra de Alcanara, Sierra de los Pedroches, Sierra de Peneladrones, near Bems, Monte Pelayo. Sierra Albarana, a low range within Hornachuelis municipal term. Sierra de la Marianta, near Villanueva del Rey. Sierra de los Santos, running west of the Guadiato River. Sierra de la Aguja, near Fuente Obaduna. Sierra de Andujar, Cerro del Cabazo with the Virgen de la Cabeza shrine on top. Sierra de Cardena, Pico Colmena. Sierra de Montoro, Cerro Pingajo. Sierra de los Calderones, Cerro de la Estrella. Sierra Norte de Sevilla, Cerro de la Capitana, Pico Hamapiga. Sierra de Aracena, Cerro del Casterno, Armanasta, Pico Staroche. History. The ranges of Sierra Morena have valuable deposits of lead, silver, mercury, and other metals, some of which have been exploited since prehistoric times. The ancient Iberians used the mountain passes as a passage between the high plateau in the north and the Guadalquivir basin. The bleak Sierra Morena mountains were also notorious in former times for being a haunt of bandits and highwaymen. The Nuevas Poblaciones de Andalucía y Sierra Morena administrative division was started in 1767 during the reign of Charles III of Spain in order to populate the mountainous zone. As a consequence, the area around La Carolina was settled with farmers that included German, Swiss and Flemish families. One of the goals of the project was to have safe stopover points for carriages in the desolate region. Marcos Rodriguez Pantoja was a child born in Enora who lived by himself in the middle of the Sierra Morena in the area that is now the Sierra de Cardena y Montoro Natural Park. The film, Entre Lobos, by the Cordovan director Gerardo Olivares was based on his experience. Spanish Civil War. The Sierra Morena was the scenario of many battles and skirmishes throughout the Spanish Civil War. The Battle of Cerro Muriano, part of the August 1936 Córdoba offensive in the region, is famous owing to the picture of a falling militiaman taken by Robert Capa, a picture that sought to represent the tragic fate of the Spanish Republic. The Battle of Valsequillo, also known as Battle of Peñarolya, took place further west in the area of the range at the Extremadura front line between the 5th of January and the 4th of February 1939 towards the end of the conflict. In literature, the Sierra Morena appears in the novel Don Quixote, after Sancho Panza suggests the mountains as a refuge from the Holy Brotherhood after Don Quixote frees a group of galley slaves. The two escape into the Sierra Morena. In the mountains, Quixote contemplates the burdens of knighthood. In Voltaire's satire Candide, the main characters stop there on their escape from Lisbon. Nikolai Karamzin's 1793 prose, Sierra Morena, where the Russian writer tells of a love story between the author and young Elvira, is also dedicated to the mountain range. The forbidding landscape of Sierra Morena was also the setting for the majority of the eerie and supernatural goings-on in Indian Potokis. The manuscript found in Saragossa, written in the late 18th and early 19th centuries. Ecology. The Sierra Morena is one of the last habitats of the endangered Iberian lynx. Certain sectors of Sierra Morenas are protected in natural parks and other protected areas, such as Sierra de Aracena and Pico de Roche Natural Park, Sierra Norte de Sevilla Natural Park, Sierra de Hornachuelis Natural Park, Sierra de Cardena and Montoro Natural Park, Sierra de Andújar Natural Park, Despenapres Natural Park, Pinas de Roche Natural Site, Sierra Pelada and Rivera de la Serrador Natural Site, Cascada de la Simbara Natural Site. Main ranges and features.